right, so they've been thawed out. This package is from Cameron's Seafood. This was shipped and delivered in 1 day. So let's take a look at how they packaged everything up. Oh, there's a thank you note. It actually has my name on it. It says, "Hi Tom, I really hope you enjoy our Maryland softshell crabs. I love your content and look forward to your feedback. Scotty." Oh, that's very cool. All right, so we've got this. There's some cooking instructions for Maryland softshell crabs. I'm just gonna cook them like I normally do and just air fry them. Oh, look at that. Here's a styrofoam box. It says Pro Pack on it. Oh, this is awesome. They've got dry ice. I'm not sure if it's okay to touch it barehanded, but I am. It's really cool though. Yeah, so some dry ice. Can you see like the vapors coming off of it? But yeah, I don't recommend touching dry ice just for the safety of it. But it's packaged up all real nice here. I've got all of these. These are still all nice and frozen. Ah, nice. This is awesome. Nice. I got 1.5 dozen of softshell crabs. These are Maryland softshell crabs, and so they're much, much larger than the ones that I usually get. Oh, yeah. This is awesome. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to defrost them by just placing them in cold water. And once it's ready, I'm going to air fry them. You can probably cook them straight like this, but I prefer not to. While we wait for the crabs to thaw out, let's talk a little bit about the company. This company is called Cameron's Seafood. They ship Maryland blue crabs, softshell crabs, crab cakes, lobster, and Alaskan crab legs nationwide. They also offer free ground shipping on orders over $199, and they also offer free shipping samplers for ground shipping. The shipping to the West Coast, they have to use express shipping, which charges an extra fee, and everything they sell is the highest quality, which is reflected in their price. And they also have 5-star customer service, and so far, just communicating with them, they've been really great to work with. I've also been able to create an affiliate code with them, so I'm going to get an affiliate commission whenever you make any purchases with my code, but you also get $20 off with any of your purchases as well. So if you go to their website, the link is down in the description, and use the code Clueless when you're checking out, you'll get $20 off for that purchase. If you want some high quality seafood, check out their website. And we're going to start on the sauce now. All right, so this is going to be the sauce that I'm going to be making for the softshell crabs this time. And a lot of people always ask me for like a recipe. I don't have a recipe. I just throw together things that I like. That's basically it. But I do follow some of like the rules in cooking when making my sauce. There's this book out there, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's something along the lines of like salt, fat, heat, and acid or something like that. It's a book written by this woman that talks about all those 4 things and how it pairs together. And so I've never read the book, but I've heard her talk a lot about it, and it makes a lot of sense. So softshell crabs, they're somewhat rich and creamy, kind of, you know, at least the body of it is. And it goes well with something like acidic. And so when I make my sauces, I use stuff that's acidic. So like lemons and ponzu sauce. And so, and then this right here is a smoky ketchup. And so I'm going to toss these in. So, and I have some peppers and pepper powder. And then this right here is like a fat. So this would be sesame oil. And then just to top everything off, I'm going to add some MSG. And so that's kind of just what I do. I don't have any measurements or anything like that. I kind of just throw everything together. So that was the ponzu. Here is some of the ketchup. And so now we've got a squeeze of lemon. There you go. Here's some sesame oil, MSG. This is the special powder that I put in pretty much all of my sauces. It's a pre-mix of chili powder and other stuff. This is like how the bag looks like and like the brand, I guess. And so like as far as the ingredients goes, it says chili, sesame, rapeseed oil, Szechuan pepper, spices, and then in parentheses it says star anise seed, fennel, salt, MSG, and yeah, that's it. And so there's a few different ingredients in this. I absolutely love this, and I add it to all of this. And it's not that spicy, so you can add like a bunch. Because it's not that spicy, I'm going to add in some chili peppers. There you go. Throw in some greens. There you go. That's green onions, cilantro, some actual onions, like white onions, and some dill also. And then, yeah, just mix it up. So yeah, I just throw in a bunch of random stuff that I like. And so when you're making your sauce, you can kind of use this sort of as a guideline and then taste it as you go. So like, ooh, that is really good. Oh yeah, that is perfect. Perfect amount of acidity, saltiness, spiciness. Yeah, perfect. And like, I love the texture too, because look at that. It's almost like a salad. All right, so it's probably thawed out now. I'm gonna go air fry them now. All right, so they've been thawed out, and so these are ready to be just dried off. And so I just pat it dry with like a towel, and then you just toss it into an air fryer. And I usually just gauge it. Like I don't have an exact time and temperature all the time. It's the same with all cooking. So you use like what I say as a guideline, and then you yourself have to monitor it and check. Don't just set it and then forget it. So many people have told me that they've cooked these and they've burnt them. And so that's on you, because you didn't check, and then you just followed my direction, and all you did was just follow the temperature that I gave you and then time, and then you didn't check. And so for these though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook them for about like 20 minutes or so at around like 370 degrees. And I'm going to check on them periodically, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, and for those who are wondering, these crabs have already been cleaned. So like the gills have already been removed. The eyes have been cut off, and the bottom tail section has been cut off also. And so all you need to do is thaw them and cook them when you get them. There you go. I'll be back in 20 minutes. For real though, this sauce. So good. All right, it's done. So this one was cooked in my smaller air fryer. These ones were cooked in the larger air fryer, and they appear to have turned out pretty much the same. The one in this smaller air fryer, I think it's crispier. Yeah. All right. All right, so I'm going to turn up the decibels on the microphone, and so I'm going to be quiet and just eat. Shh, ASMR. All right, there you go. See, the gills have been removed. Okay, so I turned down the decibels again, so it's back to normal. I'll save this for later, but yeah, this is amazing. These things are delicious. And so air frying them at 370 for 20 minutes or so seems to work. And I did that in 2 different air fryers. But what I recommend is that you actually monitor it and not just leave it for 20 minutes like that. If you want to cook these, like take it out at 15 minutes or something like that and like press on it and see if it's cooked. You can tell pretty easily that it's cooked. It's hard to explain, but you'll know when it's cooked. The meat will become firm in texture, and it's not ridiculously mushy or anything. But yeah, thank you very much, Cameron's Seafood, for sending these to me. These are amazing, and I plan on eating more of these. And I want to do a little bit more experimenting with these. I kind of want to do like stuffed soft shell crabs. And so like I'll pop off like the top shell portion and like stuff it with like pork, mushrooms, and a bunch of other stuff, and then place it back on top and then air fry it, and then turn it into a burger or something. I don't know. We'll see. This will be really interesting. But these are enormous and they're huge. I love them, and I can't wait to get more stuff from them. If you want to buy any of these, visit their website in the link down below. And then when you use the word Clueless when checking out, you'll get $20 off of your purchase. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just playing around with the mic that I have now. And if you enjoyed this ASMR type stuff, let me know. I know there's a lot of people that don't. And if you don't, just don't watch it. I'll make other types of content. But if you do enjoy it, let me know and I'll make more of it. But consider subscribing if you haven't already. Smash that like button. Consider buying some of my merch on my Spreadshop. I have a lot of different designs and I plan on bringing out more designs as well. Visit my website, cluelessbushcraft.com, and just give me some feedback. I'm trying to build it out, and hopefully it would be like the central hub for everything Clueless Bushcraft. But for now, it's going to be mostly on YouTube. A big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters as well. I want to update you on what I plan on doing with Patreon. I think I want to discontinue it. I want to stop doing Patreon and then move everything over to YouTube. YouTube has a different feature where you can you can join like my community or something like that on YouTube, and there will be locked videos for people who join. And so I think that's what I'm going to do, because having to manage and create a whole new community on Patreon is incredibly difficult. And so what I want to do is, I already have a community sort of on YouTube, and I eventually want to create a community on Discord, but that's for later. But for now, I want to see if it makes more sense for me to just create more exclusive like footage and videos for people who join like the community on YouTube. I think the very first video is going to be my second possum like butcher and clean, because that video is a little bit more descriptive, and I just film it a little bit better because it was my second time doing it. Because the first time it was blurry in some parts. This time I've paid attention to that, and I've also like broke it up into different sections kind of, and I tried to make the video a lot better, and I think that would be good for a first video. Plus it's somewhat graphic. And so yeah, I'm going to try to do that, and let me know your thoughts. Otherwise, I will see you next time. I appreciate you watching. Peace out.